Happy Thursday, everybody, and welcome to another Chamber Check-In episode from Idaho's only five-star accredited chamber. Today, I'm thrilled to introduce Lillian Santos Stables to you all. Hi, Lillian.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Lillian, thank you for sharing some time with me today and for being a part of this program. We started this about, I guess it's been 4 years now. These chamber check-ins have been great ways of sharing our members' stories, their products, services, but most importantly, the people. So Lillian, you're with Southwest Airlines and you have an amazing role with Southwest. Tell us a little bit about you, how long you've been in the industry, and what you get to do with Southwest Airlines.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Hi, everyone. So I've been with Southwest since October. I am our Community Outreach Regional Manager, part of our corporate responsibility team, and I support our nonprofit partnerships, our business partnerships, and I try to think of creative ways to build community in the different markets where we serve, where our employees and our customers live, work, and play. I'm really excited. I'm new to the travel and aviation industry. So it was really unintentional, but kind of meant to be. My mom was in hospitality for 38 years, worked for Marriott. So my family was able to see the world on a very discounted rate. And it's really a full circle moment for me to get to be here. I'm a former teacher, and I used to run the education program at the fourth largest jail in the country.
Wow.
And I've seen firsthand what happens when we don't invest in our communities. So when I decided on a career change, I knew I wanted to do something that continued to support communities. And I was drawn to Southwest more for the culture. And then the travel fell into place. We have a mission of, people first, warrior spirit. People study our culture in business school. And I'm so happy to be part of it. I'm really excited to be here for the conversation.
Wow. I love the talking about culture, because that's what draws us. That's what keeps us up in the morning. That's what gets us up in the morning, right? To be a part of those larger teams with a great mission and vision. Southwest Airlines has been around for a long time, and I'm not going to steal your thunder, but it's a part of such a unique airport we have, the Boise Metro or the Boise Airport. I think there's 26 nonstop destinations with 9 carriers, Southwest being a major carrier here. Tell us a little bit about Southwest Airlines' origin story. When did it begin and where did it begin?
Yes. So Southwest Airlines started in Dallas, Texas. Our founders, Herb Kelleher and Rollin King, were San Antonio lawyers who had the idea of starting an airline in Texas. And at the time, there was such heavy federal regulation. They decided they wanted to fly an intra-Texas airline between San Antonio, Houston, and Dallas. And that was one way to get past the federal oversight. I don't know if you've been on one of our flights recently, but on the napkins, there's a drawing of the triangle, and you'll see it. And that's a mock-up of what they say happened in the bar between Herb and Rollin, and that was where the idea was formed. Facing the legal challenges, they had opposition from some really established Texas airlines because we were going to be, an affordable carrier, democratizing the skies. But we began operations in 1971, flying between Dallas, Houston, and San Antonio only. And then there was an Airline Deregulation Act in 1978. And that's when we started flying outside of Texas. In 1979, the first flight outside of Texas was to Louisiana, New Orleans, particularly.
Wow. Interstate travel is so important. Getting businesses to do business with other businesses, it really streamlines that travel and reduces that time. That's an incredible story. The napkin story. All good things come from napkins.
Yeah. So, and next time you're on a flight, look at it. It's pretty cool. Before I started working here, I never took the time to see what was on the napkin, but that's, a piece of our history there.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that. I learned something new every single day. We were talking a little bit about service, and the Boise Airport is a premier airport across the country, right. And it's growing, and millions of passengers are coming and going every day. Help me share with the listeners today, how many nonstop direct flights does Southwest offer?
Right. So currently we have 19 departures a day to 10 cities. But let's take it back. We started service in October of 1994 with 7 daily nonstops. Our 3 original cities were Portland, Seattle, Tacoma, and Salt Lake City. And since then, obviously, we've expanded to 10 more cities. Boise was the 41st city in the Southwest system. So just for a little bit of history, and we have 77 employees working out of the Boise station.
Wow.
Small but mighty group there.
So 1994. So that's how many years? 30 years to the Boise community offering service?
Yes, celebrating 30 years this October. So we should have a little party over there.
That's awesome, Lillian. I was looking up today how many direct flights, and obviously Burbank was announced, I think, earlier or later last year. You're going to Chicago Midway on a winter seasonal service. Dallas is a great connection. You said you're offering those during the summer this year, right?
So we're currently scheduled to reach 15 peak day departures this fall, which will be our highest levels since mid-2021. I mean, we are continuing to grow and expand our service. That Burbank service is going to launch June 4th. The seasonal Dallas service is going to resume on June 8th. And we're growing our Boise to Phoenix 3 times by late summer, and also looking to grow our Vegas flights, which I'm actually going to take one from Boise to Vegas when I come out there in April.
Okay, that's incredible. We love those direct flights. Our business community loves those direct flights. I, being definitely afraid of flying, I love it when I can just go up once and come down once. So
yes,
that's huge, and all the different connections. What else? Yeah, Oakland and Phoenix you were mentioning, and then Sacramento.
Denver.
Yeah, Denver, San Jose. Yeah, okay, all right. Southwest is mission and vision always puts service first. Right. Tell us a little bit about the enhanced service that your guests will experience when onboarding or integrating in with your digital offerings. Tell us a little bit about what's new with Southwest as far as service is concerned.
Yeah, so I mean, we can talk about the actual flights. We have some really exciting things coming. We will be fitting the planes with new seats. I don't know if you've seen on our socials the new Recaro seats. So that's pretty exciting, and it has like the heart emblem on the seat as a little nice touch. But those seats were extensively tested at our headquarters by employees and customers. Some people sat in them for over 5 hours to test what it would be like for a Hawaii flight or a flight, to Baltimore from California. So we really made sure to do that consumer research to make sure we were choosing the right supplier and that our customers were going to be comfortable. The other enhancement coming on flight is going to be power at all of the seats. So we are working on upgrading the fleet. You won't have to bring your portable charger anymore. But that's a huge one. I know my 9-year-old is always looking for an outlet. He actually told me, Mom, don't you think as a business, it should be really smart to have a charger at every seat? I was like, we are, it's coming. And then larger bin space. So I don't know if you've been on any of our newer flights, but it's the type where you put your luggage up and then you turn your luggage. So then we can fit more into those bins. And finally, the one that we always hear about is Wi-Fi. We are improving our Wi-Fi across the fleet. And I guess tied to Wi-Fi, we're adding tablet holders. So you don't have to hurt your neck looking down at the table.
Oh,
great. Yes.
I think I also read a little bit about enhanced beverage or food. Tell me about that.
Well, I think we may be looking at changing some of our offerings, but I think, it's going to be the similar model, snack model. And then beverage wise, I think what we have is working really well. Someone was telling me that high noons are the most popular beverage. So whenever I fly, I always see folks partaking in a nice high noon. And the snack mix is also quite popular. Taking it back to my 9-year-old, he told me in 4th grade, Southwest snack mix is the 2nd most popular snack in his class. So we have unlimited access. So I think he's getting some street cred at school.
He's got the inventory. He's got the inventory. All right, Lillian, you mentioned Hawaii. Tell us a little bit about that elevated focus for your
Yeah,
customers.
so we started service in Hawaii with one flight out of Oakland Airport 5 years ago, and maintained service throughout the pandemic. We've grown it to 91 flights a day, and we service all 5 airports on the islands. So just trying to encourage responsible leisure travel to return back, and we've been trying our best to be a good corporate partner and good neighbor to the folks of Hawaii. So, thinking about tourism and supporting that in the area. During the fires, we supported transporting first responders and evacuees across the islands. And we have not, changed our level of service to Maui even since the fires. So we continue to be invested in the islands, and, hope some of our Boise members will consider a vacation there sometime soon.
This guy, we're talking about it. We're talking about going. Yeah. Everybody wants to go Hawaii. So Boise to Oakland to Lihue. Lihue? Does it go direct to Lihue?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And also you can go out of San Diego. You can go out of San Jose. There are several options. So definitely take a look at our schedules and, think about giving the islands a visit.
90 flights a day. It's just unimaginable for me to even think about. Okay, thanks for that. You're building the hype. You're building the stoke for Hawaii. Let's check and see what we got. We talked a little bit about the elevated customer service. I love those the new power. And then on some new onboard enhancements. Industry leader in customer service. Anything else new that I've missed that we're going to talk about?
I think one thing that we could really talk about that would be great for your listeners is talking about Southwest Business and our Rapid Rewards business program. I think there's a misconception that to be a business customer, you have to have, a larger business or account. But we have a Rapid Rewards business program where you just have to have a minimum of 2 linked Rapid Rewards members to your company's account. And folks can earn Rapid Rewards on their personal account and then also earn for the business entity. And that's kind of a self-service thing on our platform that you can sign up for. And I'm encouraging all of our chambers to, one, sign the chamber up, because whenever you fly, Paul, you'll earn for the chamber and for yourself. And that can be used, for business travel and for your different employees. And then you would have access to the Southwest Business Portal, where there are also discounted rates on car rentals, negotiated rates on hotels. And then, just some of those services, I think, are something some of our small businesses should really consider.
On the bottom of the screen, southwest.com, and then Southwest, so swabiz.com. Yeah. There's also, it made me think about cargo. Tell us about that service that Southwest is providing.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not sure how the cargo service operates out of Boise specifically. I know we support, FedEx and some of their cargo shipping. And then we also internally have, a cargo component, but I'm not an expert on that one. So I'll have to get back to you on cargo.
There's a lot of stuff on the website. And I looked at that and I thought, so cargo. So one thing that I really love about these chamber check-ins is I get to learn way more about our customers' services and programs. And the more I get to learn, the more I can share as well what our members offer. I really appreciate that time. We have several people watching today, direct from Boise to any of the Hawaii destinations, please, right? People want to go to
Hawaii. Don, I'm going to let network planning know. Even a seasonal service, right?
We all want to go over. We're getting better. We improvements are always coming to our community airport, and we're just so blessed to have the city support here, as well as our air service providers like Southwest. While I have you for the last couple of minutes here, Lillian, is there anything else that you'd like to educate the listeners on?
No, I think, like I said, we love connecting people to what matters to them. And, if there are ways that we can continue to support you, the chamber, your small businesses, please feel free to reach out. I'm here and looking to come out into the markets a little more. Like I told you, I'll be out there in April supporting one of our community partners. So Yeah, let us know what we can do to be a good neighbor to you all. I mean, and I'll get working on that direct flight to Hawaii and get back to you. I think a larger conversation for our aviation nerds would be talking a little more about our point-to-point system versus the hub system. And that's something we can do in the future too. Because like you were saying, you doing research for these podcasts, I ended up doing some, and I learned so much about how we operate. So I appreciate the opportunity, Paul, to come and talk to your listeners a little bit about what we have to offer, and hoping you'll give us a try if you haven't yet.
Well, we're so thankful for the continued partnership that Southwest has had to the Metro, to Idaho, and of course to the Chamber. We love your local team. They do such a great job. So shout out to them. And thanks again for your time, and sharing some of the new enhancements that Southwest is offering.
Oh, I have one more plug.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
We have Hearts for Volunteering, April's Global Volunteer Month. So if any of your listeners know of any great volunteer opportunities where we can engage our station, please let us know. We have a really cool program called Tickets for Time. And when employees volunteer 40 hours, and that can be combined, right? Like 8 employees do 5 hours, an organization would get one free round trip ticket.
Oh, great.
So yeah, something to think about.
Awesome. Again, Lillian, thanks for your time. I learned so much today. I love your vibrancy and your positive attitude and more stories of your 9-year-old. They're the ones who are going to be learning stories anyway.
That's right.
Okay. Hey, have a great weekend. See you soon.
Thank you, Paul. Bye.